All right, let's dive right into this explainer. We're going to unlock the ultimate life hack for gaining time and completely optimizing your energy. If you've ever felt like there just aren't enough hours in the day, or if you're just totally exhausted by constantly rushing through your mornings, you are definitely in the right place. Today, we're breaking down the science and the mindset of the 4 a.m. Club, and we're pulling this directly from expert research, top sleep doctors, and the real-world daily habits of ultra-high performers.
Listen to this. I don't sleep when I'm tired, I sleep when I'm done. Wow, that really begs an important question, doesn't it? What are you actually missing out on by sleeping in? And even more importantly, how does your relationship with your alarm clock define your self-trust? Think about it. Every single morning, when that alarm goes off, life is basically interviewing you. It's asking, why get up right now when it's just so cozy in bed? If you don't have a compelling answer ready to go, well, you're going to stay right where you are.
Here is our roadmap for today. Number 1, the early riser advantage. Number 2, mastering the morning mindset. 3, the science of smart sleep. 4, designing your evening routine. And 5, waking up with purpose. Okay, moving right into section 1, the early riser advantage, gaining the ultimate edge. Take a look at these names: Tim Cook at Apple, Bob Iger at Disney, Andrea Young, Howard Schultz, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. We're talking about massive, highly successful leaders across entirely different industries, right? But they all share the exact same habit of waking up before the rest of the world. They realize something crucial. Everyone gets the exact same 24 hours in a day. Success really just comes down to how you create and utilize your time. 3 hours. Literally, 3 extra hours of uninterrupted time is what you can gain every single day if you just stop hitting that snooze button. Business and productivity experts constantly cite 3 hours as the absolute sweet spot for making massive daily progress. Just imagine what you could do with that. You could study for an exam, devour an entire book, get a heavy workout in, or build a business, all before the rest of the world has even poured their first cup of coffee. You are literally gaining 3 hours closer to greatness. Section 2, mastering the morning mindset. Let's talk about building self-trust. I absolutely love this contrast. Doing what is easy equals a hard life, but doing what is hard equals an easy life. When you set an intention at night to wake up early, and then you just sleep in, you're actually ruining your self-trust. You're slowly building this subconscious resentment toward yourself because you aren't honoring your own authority. But when you tackle the incredibly hard task of just getting out of bed, you forge deep reliability and real self-respect. And that leads us right into the whole concept of eating the frog. The idea is simple. Do the hardest, most intimidating tasks first thing in the morning. Sure, it sounds totally unappealing at 4 a.m., but by doing it, you actively preserve your happiness. Think about it. If you leave the hard stuff for the evening, you spend your entire day dreading it. But if you conquer it before breakfast, your day gets progressively easier and way more enjoyable as the hours tick by. All right, on to section 3, the science of smart sleep, or how we hack your rest. It really all boils down to the number 90. Have you ever slept for like 9 hours and still woken up feeling like a zombie? Your sleep efficiency revolves around the 90-minute rule. Science tells us that waking up right in the middle of a 90-minute sleep cycle makes you incredibly groggy, regardless of how many hours you were in bed. But waking up right at the very end of a cycle, that makes you feel instantly awake and completely refreshed. See, during those 90 minutes, your brain is actually transitioning through 5 different stages. It moves from light sleep down into deep sleep, which handles your physical body recovery, and then finally back up into REM sleep, which completely manages your brain recovery, focus, and memory. When your sleep is perfectly aligned into these clean 90-minute cycles, say 3 cycles for 4.5 hours or 4 cycles for 6 hours, your body gets full physical and mental recovery way faster than getting 8 totally fragmented hours. Now, to lock in those perfect cycles, you absolutely have to master your circadian rhythm. This is your body's built-in 24-hour clock. Going to bed and waking up at the exact same time every single day, yes, even on weekends, massively strengthens this rhythm. It literally trains your brain to automatically release sleep hormones like melatonin at night and waking hormones right in the morning. Consistency is for sure your greatest biological ally here. Which brings us to section 4, designing your evening routine, because waking up early really starts the night before. A ton of top performers utilize the 3-2-1 method, which is just a phenomenal pre-sleep shutdown sequence. 3 hours before bed, 0 heavy meals. 2 hours before, cut off all the work and stress. And 1 hour before, absolutely no screens and switch everything over to dim, warm lights. This sequence physically signals your nervous system that the day is over and it is finally time to power down and rest. You've also got to dial in your physical sleep environment for elite optimization. Keep your room temperature cool, right around 18 to 20 degrees Celsius. It should be pitch black, so grab a sleep mask if you need to, and the room should be filled with pure silence or consistent white noise. A dark, cold, quiet room naturally generates significantly more restorative, deep sleep. Want to take it a step further? Employ these advanced tricks. Seriously, keep in mind that late caffeine can tank your deep sleep by up to 30%, so implement a super strict 2 p.m. cutoff. Limit your alcohol, and try some mental decluttering by journaling out your to-do list before your head even hits the pillow. That physically shifts your brainwaves from active beta mode into relaxed alpha mode, setting you up for deep rest. You might even consider supplements like magnesium glycinate or a cup of herbal tea to gently calm your nervous system. Okay, final part. Section 5, Waking Up with Purpose. It is time to conquer the morning. We really have to ask ourselves, why is hitting snooze so incredibly dangerous? Well, think of the snooze button as a procrastinate button for your entire life. The very moment you open your eyes and smack it, you're instantly breaking your self-trust. You're essentially telling your brain that the comfort of your mattress is way more important than the actual goals of your day. The absolute easiest fix for this? Put your alarm clock far from your bed. If it's sitting right there on your nightstand, your half-asleep brain is going to effortlessly rationalize turning it off. But if you keep it all the way across the room, you force yourself to physically stand up. And once you're on your feet, the hardest part is literally over. Okay, you're up. Now you need to clear out that sleep inertia fast. Step outside for 10 minutes of instant sunlight. That immediately suppresses melatonin and boosts serotonin. Splash your face with freezing cold water and get some immediate movement going. Even just a few jumping jacks or a super quick jog instantly boosts dopamine and noradrenaline. Take action and you can clear out that heavy morning brain fog within just 3 minutes. Even your breakfast makes a huge difference when it comes to morning energy. Choosing highly refined, sugary cereals or a bagel is just going to lead to a massive blood sugar spike followed by a terrible, terrible crash. Instead, swap that out for complex carbohydrates like steel-cut oats. That choice will dramatically boost your brain power and give you sustained, steady alertness throughout the entire morning. But look, let's be totally honest with each other here. You wake up early by, well, waking up early. Ultimately, there is no magic life hack to make the resistance completely disappear. The bed is always going to feel incredibly comfortable. You just have to obey the request of your past self, draw a line in the sand, and step out of bed. It absolutely takes discipline to build this habit, but the rewards, they are entirely life-changing. Mastering your mornings really means mastering your time, and by extension, your entire life. You now have the science, the strategies, and the mindset to make this happen. So I'm going to leave you with this final thought. If you suddenly had 3 extra hours of pure, uninterrupted focus every single day, what incredible things would you build with your life?